I've got some pretty awesome news to discuss on this video. Can't wait to share it with you guys. First and foremost, I want to really discuss something that I've discovered, and sure, it's probably something I've talked about in some way, hit or miss in the past, in terms of an integral piece of the puzzle when it comes to defeating vices, and why this thing basically makes us a slave to our vices when we don't have it under control and we don't even know what it is. What I've come to realize in my experience on this plane of existence is that one of the most important things for us to be happy is that we are actually on a path that gives us happiness, a path that has fulfillment. For instance, for me, when I left the world of sales, it became a lot easier for me to get control over my vices. Now, in my situation, it wasn't my choice to leave the world of sales. That's just how it ended up. Insert woo-woo statement here. It's all good and it's all love. Granted, there's another piece of the pie here too, and that's losing my father, who was a narcissistic sociopath. May he rest in peace. And honestly, I feel closer to him now than I ever did when he was here. And some people may find that to be a grim statement, but the point is, I was freed from being a slave to the older version of myself that served to please him. I was in the world of sales not because I wanted to be in sales. I wanted to reach a point of success in sales in order to prove to my father that I was good enough, that I was worthy, that I was enough in general. But now I know that I was never ever going to get that approval from him, no matter how long he lived and no matter what I did. And furthermore, now I realize that that love, that approval, that congratulations, all that stuff needs to come from within me. And that doesn't mean that it's not good to have close friends and relatives give you praise and say, hey man, you're doing a good job and all that stuff. That stuff is great and it means a lot to me. Honestly, also the comments that I get on this channel and my other channels, they mean the world to me and they really do help to build me up. But I can't just rely on that alone. I have to work on my own inner narrative, turning that around completely, coming from a place of lack before, a place of a place of I'm not good enough. And even though I didn't have audible words saying that to myself over the past, it was just the vibration and seeking external stimuli, whether it be the approval of my father or drinking or smoking weed or whatever it is, sex, it doesn't, or porn, whatever it is. But the more I go down this journey of self-discovery and self-love, the more things start to make sense. This brings me to my good news, which I am beyond grateful that I'm on this journey. I'm beyond excited that this journey is happening and that I'm finally stepping in to a place of fulfillment and really taking the reins of what I'm here to do. Now, granted, I've always known that this was my calling in some way or another because it was something that I just did by natural habit. In the past, when I would give advice to people, it was usually sound advice, but then you would look at me and be like, yeah, but Phil, you're not doing those things. But now times have changed. And because of that change, it's really starting to make my message grow. Not so much here. Well, no, that's not true. It is growing on YouTube, but it's really growing on the TikTok. So now I've been able to push aside the fear of rejection with coming out to the world with what I'm doing now. And that is finally beginning my coaching program. I'm also beyond ecstatic to be blessed with the mentor/coach that I have that's helping me build my mission because he believes in me. And I will say, as I said earlier, that stuff counts too. It does mean a lot to have someone believe you and say, yeah, man, you should totally do this. But first, I had to begin my own journey of self-love and cultivating a relationship with myself. And that's what's led me to this point. Now, on that note, I still will continue to put so much content out. It's crazy. Most of it is on the TikTok, but I will do more on YouTube, and I'll try to stick away from making those little shorts that I was making. I don't know, I was just trying something out. I'm trying to keep it to the format that I normally do, though I have added podcasts to it, and I'm creating a playlist for those podcasts. That's gonna stick. And on that note, if you've seen any of them, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think about it. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to put out all the free content that I've been putting out before. That's not gonna stop. I'm not gonna hold back any nuggets that I think about. I'm gonna put it all on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna create a website too that will even have more free content. But that being said, there's a lot of people out there that can benefit from one-on-one coaching, myself included. It's been super, super helpful. So I'm in the process of creating a hybrid model with the help of my mentor to bring out to all you wonderful people. And for the first 10 people, I'm going to be giving a massive discount on what my normal standard rate is going to be for that one-on-one coaching program. I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards doing 2 different versions of it, one being an 8-week program and one being a 12-week program. With either option, we will meet once a week for an hour on either Google Meets or Zoom meetings. And in addition to that, I will also give you contact information to me where we can engage in one-on-one conversation on the side of that. All I ask is that we don't go too nuts with like the messages, all day and everything like that. But, if there's a couple things that pop up throughout your day sort of thing, it's like, hey, reach out to me and then, I'll respond back within 24 hours or something to that effect. If you're interested in booking a discovery call, which basically is the first call where we meet, there's no charge for this call. Essentially, you get to know me a little bit better, I get to know you a little bit better, and we see if we're a good fit. If so, then we'll talk about the programs that I have, and you can decide at that point whether or not you want to continue. Or, you know what, if it's all good, if you get some benefit in just the first call that's a no cost call, it's basically a gifted call where we learn each other a little bit and see what's going on. If that benefits you and that's all you need, then fucking fantastic. The most important thing is that I'm serving my purpose, and that's to help others grow the way I've grown, sharing my experience, sharing my knowledge, and being there for you, being your spiritual brother, as I like to call it. If you're interested in signing up for the discovery call, you can either email me at philslenz@gmail.com. That's PHILSLENZ@gmail.com. Or you can go to my Instagram page or my TikTok page and click the link there, and you can follow that to booking a time slot with me. If you email me, then I'll send you the link for that, and we'll get you on the schedule, and we'll dive in and see what's what. All right, I'll get off my soapbox for now. You guys have a good week, and as always, be kind to yourself and to other people, and to the plants and the birds and the dogs and the trees.
Just you white in Reagan, just you white. You'll be sorry that your tears will be too light. Just you white in Reagan, just you white.